Kindergartners, it is Monday. It is day 1 of week 7, which means we are at the beginning of a whole new 2-week packet. During this 2-week packet, you are starting a new book. Remember, we are working on informational texts, which means we are teaching our readers all about a topic. This week, we will be starting a new topic. Last 2 weeks, remember, we all chose an animal. I chose orcas, and we wrote about that animal. This week, we are all writing either about ducks or chicks because, as you know, at my house, we have been hatching those 2 types of animals. Now, you get to choose if you would rather write about ducks or chicks. Remember, they have very similar hatching experiences. Really, the only big difference is that ducks take 29 days and chicks take 21 days. So what you're going to do right now is get out a pencil. Remember, I use a pen so that you guys can really see my writing or drawing, but you're going to want a pencil. And then you need this graphic organizer, okay? In the middle, it says topic, and then it has 4 bubbles. We're going to talk about what that means. So first on your topic bubble, which is in the middle, you are going to write either ducklings or chicks. Now remember, we can't say ducks or chicks, even though sometimes I slip up and do so, because when I say duck, I'm talking about an adult. But when I say chick, I'm talking about a baby, right? So we want to be talking about the same thing. So a duckling is a baby duck, and a chick is a baby chicken. So I'm going to choose to write about ducks, right? So ducklings. So I'm going to write or draw, depending on what works for you and your level. So duckling. So I'm going to sound it out. Remember, we're working on stretching out our words like a rubber band, right? Sometimes you might need to grab that rubber band. Otherwise, you might just remember in your brain that you're stretching it out slow like a rubber band, okay? Now, you're not writing about your neighbor Fred. You're not writing about your mom. You're not writing about your friend. You're not writing about an orca. You're not writing about mermaids. We are all writing about the same thing this week. We are writing about either ducklings or chicks, okay? So I'm going to go ahead and start us off. I'm going to write about ducklings. Is it okay if you write about chicks? Absolutely. So if you're writing about chicks, are you going to write ducklings in the middle? No, you're going to write chicks. I'm writing ducklings. So, ing. Oh, remember, Mr. Ing, Mr. Ing, Mr. I-N-G. So now you'll see in the middle, I wrote duckling, okay? Now, parents, remember, it's super important. Don't tell them how to spell it. Have them sound it out, all right? Okay, I'm going to start with fact 1. This is phase 1. We're really organizing our hatching process into phases. And phase 1 is during the fertilization. So what I remember is that you need a male duckling and a female duckling, right, to fertilize the egg. So I am going to write fact 1 is fertilize the egg. Whoa, that is a really long word. So make sure you're focusing. If you're drawing the picture, then you need to draw a picture of a male duck and a female duck. But otherwise, write fertilize the egg, right? Because that's step 1. Fertilize the. There should be no problem spelling the because that's one of our sight words, right? Fertilize the egg. Egg. Fertilize the egg. All right. Now, over here, fact 2. Fact 2 is our phase 2 is the whole time inside the egg, the nesting, right? When inside the egg, all that super cool stuff is happening. The nesting on that page, I know we're going to have a lot to write about, right? So I'm going to write nesting. Nest. Ooh, and here it comes again. Nest. Ing. Mr. Ing, Mr. Ing, Mr. I-N-G. So nesting is what happens next, right? First the egg's fertilized, then the hen nests, and that's when all that cool stuff happens inside of the egg. And then after that, for 21 or 29 days, depending on which one you're writing about, what happens? The egg hatches, right? The baby starts to come out, the baby duck or baby chicken. So I'm going to write hatch, hatch. Ooh, and it has that special sound that I know was in there. Ah, ch, ch, ch. Remember, ch says CH. CH says ch. It's a digraph. 2 letters make 1 sound. So hatch. Now we have our last bubble left. Look, last bubble left. Our last bubble is all about once the chick is out and growing up and what happens, because we know a lot of really cool stuff happens. So I was planning on writing adulthood here, but I'm going to change it. I'm going to change it to growing up, because I think growing up really lends me to be able to teach my reader about more than if I were to say adulthood. All right. So I'm going to write growing up. Ing. Oh, remember, there it is again. Mr. Ing, Mr. Ing, Mr. I-N-G. Growing up. Growing up. Now, boys and girls, check this out. I have my whole web done. I've organized my thoughts into the phases. We have 4 phases. And now I'm ready to go with my writing. But guess what? I'm already done. And that was only 5 minutes, right? So get this done and then put it in a spot that you can secure it. Save it for the next, till tomorrow, till we're ready to use it again. All right. So get that done. Work hard. Sound out your words. Don't tell your mom and dad that you can't do it, because guess what? Miss Lopez, Miss Gerber, and Mrs. Sullivan know that you can do it. And if we were the ones sitting with you, we know what you guys would say, and we know how hard you guys would work. So make sure you're working that hard with your parents. All right, guys, we'll see you tomorrow. Come back for our video. We'll be releasing a video every day for this unit. Have a great day.